Ira Hayes from Sackatoon, Arizona, a member of the Gila River Indian community, enlisted in the United States Marine Corps on August 26, 1942. After completion of basic training, he volunteered to become a Marine paratrooper, earning his silver jump wings and a promotion to private first class. Private Hayes was first assigned to the 1st Marine Parachute Regiment. After the land battle on the island of Vella La Vella in the Solomon Islands, Private Hayes took part in the occupation of the island until he was moved north to Bougainville, where the operation against entrenched Japanese troops was already underway. Private Hayes stormed the beach at Bougainville with the 3rd Marine Battalion. Despite prior heavy bombardment from Navy destroyers and planes, the Marines met intense resistance by embedded Japanese troops. Fierce fighting raged for months against the heavily dug-in Japanese forces that numbered more than 50,000. As the fight for Bougainville wound down, American forces prepared to push the war closer to Japan itself. The Japanese island of Iwo Jima endured 9 months of continuous naval bombardment and air raids. Private Hayes' 2nd Platoon, Easy Company, landed on the southern beach below Mount Suribachi on February 19, 1944. The bloody struggle for Iwo Jima had begun. As the Marines hit the beaches in an amphibious assault, the soft volcanic ash slowed their advance to a crawl and made them easy targets for snipers and mountain-based artillery. Casualties were heavy. After the first 4 days of around-the-clock bitter fighting, U.S. Marines finally captured the heavily defended Mount Suribachi, the highest point on the island. The raising of the American flag on Mount Suribachi by 5 Marines, including Private Hayes, on February 23, 1945, was immortalized by AP photographer Joe Rosenthal and became an icon of the World War. It was the first foreign flag to fly above Japanese soil. Easy Company suffered many casualties, and Private Hayes was one of just 5 Marines remaining from his platoon of 45 men. Of the 20,000 Japanese troops on the island, Marines captured only 216 soldiers. The rest were killed in action. Private Hayes and the Marines continued to fight until the island was secured on March 26, 1945. In April, Private Hayes was shipped back to the United States, where he represented the Marine Corps in war bond rallies across the country. After returning to active duty, Private Hayes was reassigned to occupation duty on the Japanese mainland. In February of 1946, he was awarded the Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal with Combat V. Before his untimely death in January 1955, Corporal Ira Hayes returned to Washington, D.C. one last time on November 10, 1954, for the unveiling and dedication of the now iconic Marine Corps War Memorial.
Over the last century, the American Legion has accomplished so much that benefits our nation. A code of respect for our flag, a federal health care and benefits system for veterans, support of our nation's military personnel, a GI Bill that changed the world, unparalleled relief for disaster victims, and vital assistance for children facing challenges. I'm Doc Gibbs, National Commander of the Sons of the American Legion, and on behalf of all male descendants of wartime veterans, I thank you and I congratulate our parent organization, the American Legion, on its first century of success. Our theme this year is honoring the past and continuing the legacy. Help us pay tribute to a century of service to the community, state, and nation by joining the Sons of the American Legion today.